From WQAD News 8, this is Good Morning Quad Cities.
Good morning, Quad Cities. Thank you so much for being with us here on the A Plus app for our 8 a.m. show. It's Tuesday, August 12th. I'm Devin Brooks.
And I'm meteorologist Morgan Strackbine. We had some pretty loud storms this morning.
Yeah, sure. It woke some people up.
Oh, yeah. Pretty good surge out there, but now all of us kind of quieter for sure. And it's going to be a really similar day to yesterday. Just clouds, bit of humidity, but then finally, by this evening, we're going to start to see some changes.
We need a break.
We do, and we need some sunshine. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling run down.
Especially when you look outside right now.
I know. Bring back the sunshine. Let's get some good vitamin D, and that's going to be seen here for the rest of the week, so that's going to be some good news here as we take a live look outside right now. Again, humidity and some cloud cover continues to impact the area for this morning. 70 degrees outside as it's still fairly warm and mild to start. Although we really haven't seen much movement with those temperatures so far for this morning, and most of us just on that 70-degree mark across the area. But looking at live radar, we do continue to see a couple of shower and thunderstorm chances through the afternoon, although most of us are out of the storms that did push through this morning and now pushing into northern Illinois. Again, we still see a boundary, so it's going to support the cloud cover. It's still going to support some isolated shower and storm chances. And again, it's going to be a very spotty chance as we head through the day today. You can see the future track heading into the afternoon and evening. It's basically going to be an extremely isolated coverage. But when we are talking about the humidity, it's still going to feel quite warm out there today. Highs will be in the low to mid 80s, but you factor in that humidity, we might feel near 90 this afternoon. And the good news is finally going to bring in a front to wipe out all this humidity for just a couple days. We'll talk about how long coming up in just a little bit. Devin.
All right, thank you, Morgan. Developing overnight, a second person has died after an explosion at a U.S. steel plant in Pennsylvania. Today, officials are investigating what caused this explosion, which also left 10 people hurt. It happened Monday morning about 15 miles south of Pittsburgh. The plant is the largest coke manufacturing facility in the country, employing nearly 1,300 workers. This morning, officials are monitoring the air quality near the blast. An update as the Mercer County School District has reached a tentative agreement with the teachers union. This comes as teachers are expected back in the classroom today to set up for the school year. The next step is getting the contract approved by the union and school board.
For us, it's, being able to walk in the classrooms for us on Thursday and not have to really worry about that anymore, I think is going to be a lot of relief for a lot of teachers.
We don't yet have details on the contract. Those won't be released until official approval is given by the Mercer County Education Association. In a joint statement to WRMJ Radio, both the district and the Education Association said, quote, "This new contract rewards licensed educators for their hard work in our classrooms while remaining responsible to local taxpayers and the long-term financial health of the district." Classes began for Mercer County schools on Thursday. The Rock Island Milan School District wants families to know they are safe and protected. The district says it's fully committed to protecting the rights of all students, regardless of immigration status. According to the statement, the district leaders will not ask for immigration status, coordinate with immigration and customs enforcement, or share student records with ICE. The statement is similar to one released to families last year. Leaders say they will communicate directly with families if any policy changes happen. As kids head back to class, Illinois health and school officials are reminding families about vaccines. August is National Immunization Awareness Month, and parents are encouraged to talk to their doctor to make sure their kids are up to date on vaccines and checkups.
According to the CDC, for the children born from 1994 to 2023, routine childhood vaccinations have prevented approximately 508 million cases of illness, 32 million hospitalizations, and 1,129,000 deaths.
The governor says Illinois will continue its vaccine outreach to communities across the state. The American Red Cross is offering safety tips for students heading back to school. Take a look at your screen. Parents, make sure your kids know this key family information. And if your child walks or rides a bike to school, the Red Cross says they should know basic road safety and how to obey traffic laws. And we want to make sure your family is prepared to head back to the classroom. Just text the word school to the number on your screen. That's 309-304-0888. And we'll send you a link to News 8 School Zone coverage. There you'll find the start dates, headlines, and other stories and useful information from our local school districts. This morning, we're learning about the shortage of beds at homeless shelters throughout the Illinois Quad Cities. News 8's Marshawn Gunn tells us about the growing homelessness problem and why it could get worse.
From 2023 to 2024 in the Illinois Quad Cities, there has been a 44% increase in homelessness. There's many reasons for the increase.
Previous evictions, they have low income, they might have a criminal conviction, they might just have a pet.
Amanda Irwin of Northwestern Continuum of Care and Dwight Ford, president of Project Now, laid out the impact of homelessness to the Rock Island City Council. But they say in the 6 places with shelter beds available,
we do not even have half the beds we need.
In those shelters, there's only 224 beds. While at the same time, there are 488 people experiencing homelessness in the area. This past winter, Project Now used their own building as an emergency overflow during especially frigid nights. Throughout a 90-day period,
We ended up serving 180 individuals, or an average of 26 a night.
but as winter approaches, Project Now is moving location, which means
It will never be another emergency shelter.
this comes as Rock Island considers a moratorium on new services for those experiencing homelessness.
News 8's Marshawn Gunn reporting Rock Island city leaders want to consider whether it needs to create some rules on these types of services. They'll talk about that decision for the moratorium on August 25th. As of this morning, Illinois State Police's core mission now officially includes investigating internet crimes against kids. That's because on Monday, Governor J.B. Pritzker signed what's called Alicia's Law. Prior to the law, investigating internet crimes was done when resources were available. Now, state police must dedicate time and resources when kids are targeted. Right now, filing for the Davenport City primary is open. It's the only city in Scott County to have a primary election for local offices. Candidates can file their packets through August 28th at 5 p.m. at the city clerk's office. 8:08 on the clock, still ahead. Meet a Henry County, Illinois family of 6 who seems to do it all. How 2 parents are juggling teaching, raising 4 boys, and still finding ways to give back.
And we are going to continue to track in a few more shower and storm chances before we finally see some changes to the forecast. When we will finally get brighter skies, we're checking that out for you coming up next in your accurate forecast.
From WQAD News 8, this is Good Morning Quad Cities.
Good Morning Quad Cities keeps you prepared for whatever the day brings.
Now's the time to start planning ahead.
Stay ahead of the storm with Weather Impact Alert Days.
A couple of thunderstorms tomorrow.
Working overnight to get you the latest breaking news.
Today, crews are starting construction on a portion of I-80.
Start with a team you trust.
Do you think the greater concern is the higher prices on certain goods these tariffs might bring?
On Good Morning Quad Cities. Weekdays starting at 4:30 a.m. and streaming on WQAD 8+.
Do you want to see kitchen and bath remodel stories that are local to the Quad Cities? Then watch the Village Home Show.
Tune in Sundays at 10:30 a.m. for the Village Home Show, right here on WQAD News 8. Pay it forward.
Thank you.
Shining a spotlight on hardworking people.
There's so many great people out here that want to help and give back that they don't know that there's opportunity to do this.
Determined to make a difference in our community.
I always thought about a way I could bring good back into the community.
Help us keep the Pay It Forward movement going. Nominate somebody on the contest deals page of WQAD.com. We might just give you $300 to give to them.
You're gonna make me cry.
News 8's Pay It Forward, brought to you by Essentra Credit Union.
For all these years that we've been working on the 3-degree guarantee, we have raised over $80,000. The money that we raise for each and every one of these organizations is a true gift to them.
All right, welcome back in. Woke up to rain and some storms, and hopefully now some things are clearing out, but we never know.
Yes, we are quieter right now out there on radar. We're still going to see maybe some chances of some spotty showers or storms this afternoon, but not anything like we saw this morning. I know it was kind of widespread during the overnight hours, and now we're going to start to see some drying conditions, and eventually we will bring back a lot of sunny conditions. We just got to get through the day today.
Yeah.
And we'll finally see those changes. But a live look outside right now, we have a lot of heavy cloud cover still lingering around the Clinton area. Still going to see a lot of humidity too, and this boundary will continue to support those clouds as we head through the afternoon today. Hopefully we can get a little bit of sunshine out there, but we're just not anticipating to see too much. Again, temperatures right now around 70 degrees. It is a warm start to the day still. It's a very similar start to the day as yesterday, and we'll continue to see those conditions just impact the area through the afternoon. We're really uniform across the board when we're talking about those temperatures. You can see how many 70-degree marks that we're at, and that's just where we're going to hang out here for a little bit, and then we'll get to the low 80s once again this afternoon. But here's a look at the 24-hour rainfall, and now starting to add a little more rain for the northwestern Illinois section, because just a couple hours ago they did see a nice wave of some showers and storms push in, equaling about 1 to maybe even 2 inches of rain. But again, we did see some heavy pockets during the overnight hours, and finally I think we will see some relieving conditions when it comes to drier air coming in, especially going into tonight. So right now radar is looking a lot more quieter for us this morning, though we definitely could still see quite a bit of rain activity, because again, this boundary just continues to sit itself right over Iowa. It's going to continue to bring in those clouds. It's still going to be very slow moving, but then finally later on today, this cold front, that's going to take over. A cooler, denser air mass will officially win, and that's going to bring in some sunshine finally, as well as some more comfortable conditions heading into the next couple of days. Right now, though, we will see highs in the low 80s this afternoon with that humidity, and you can see might spark in a couple of isolated pop-up showers and storms into this afternoon, but coverage is not going to be too widespread. And then finally, once we get to later on this evening, we'll start to see clearer skies, and temperatures are going to be a bit cooler for us in the mid-60s overnight as we also clear out those clouds, and we'll bring back sunshine tomorrow. Highs are going to be similar, though. We'll be in the low 80s, but the one difference is we're not going to feel close to 90 degrees because we're not going to see as much humidity. Again, those dew point temperatures today stay in the low 70s, but come tomorrow you can kind of see we wipe out a bit of that humidity, and we'll drop those dew point temperatures a bit. Yeah, still going to be a little in that humid range, but we've just been in the 70s for the past couple of days. This is going to feel so much nicer. That continues through Thursday, but then once we get to Friday, we just ramp it right back into the area. We're going to see those dew point temperatures get pretty high again, and it's going to feel quite tropical as we get into the upcoming weekend, and we could also be talking about some heat headlines. So here is the outlook for those feels-like temperatures. Again, today we still have that humidity, so even though we have highs in the low 80s, it's going to feel close to 90. But tomorrow, we're not going to see as much of an influence with the humidity. That heads or stays that way through Thursday, and then by Friday and Saturday, we're really going to ramp it back up, and again, we could feel close to 100 degrees for quite a few of us. Now, looking at the 8-day tracker, we are going to continue to see plenty of sunshine, and we'll be able to dry out the skies and the ground from all this rain that we have been seeing for the next couple of days. And going into the weekend, it does look like we'll bring back some storm chances, although latest updates with the models does not bring in many great chances for rain this weekend, so any outdoor plans will be good. Again, it's just going to be a bit uncomfortable. But then we'll continue some rain chances into next week as we slowly drop those temperatures. Devin.
All right, thank you, Morgan. Rock Falls is getting ready for its 8th annual Art in the Park event. It will take place on August 23rd. From 10 in the morning until 4 p.m., you can explore along the Rock River at the RB&W District Park. There will be 8 brand new sculptures on display for 1 year alongside the park's 5 permanent pieces. These works are created by artists from several states, and there's a fun way to learn about their work.
You want to learn about the sculptures that are at the park, download the AutoCast app. It's OTOCAST, and download that on your phone, and it'll give you the information about the sculptures and the artist as well.
You can also stroll through the Outdoor Art Gallery, which features more than 20 artists showcasing and selling their original and handcrafted creations. There will also be food and music to enjoy. Today's the final day of summer break for several districts in our area, and one family of 6 in Henry County, Illinois, has a lifestyle which makes you wonder how they can possibly do it all. Meet the Huber family in Anawan, and right now, the family's 2 parent educators are balancing school and home life and 4 boys with very busy schedules. This morning, News 8's Ava Hedges shows us how they set themselves up for success while giving back to the community.
You have to work at the balance and what works for your family.
As educators and parents, Jill and Matt's schedules are packed.
How do you find the time for yourself, and what do you do?
And while life is busy, Jill is exactly where she wants to be.
You know, I've never wanted to be anything else besides a teacher and a mom.
But being both isn't easy.
Good. You have to take a minute for yourself sometimes.
And to keep pushing through, Jillian reminds herself,
so it's a lot of giving, but in the end, it's so worth it.
The key to the Huber success: balance.
Leave school life at school and leave home life at home.
And community.
It takes a village.
We are so lucky. We have a huge support system, family, friends, coworkers that help us with our kids all the time.
To thank the community that helps them, Jill and Matt host a blood drive each year following the loss of their son, Zion.
Once you have children, your life changes, but once you lose a child, it changes even more.
Due to a rare blood compatibility between Jill and Matt,
my body fights off our children if they have my husband's blood type.
During Jill's pregnancy, baby Zion needed 7 in utero blood transfusions. And after the last,
the cord knotted, and he wasn't able to stay with us here on Earth.
Zion lived for 26 hours.
We decided as a family that we wanted Zion's legacy to live on.
Jill and Matt have learned to savor every opportunity to live their lives, no matter how hectic it gets.
Every day we look at each other and think, we are so lucky and blessed to have this.
Because
the days are long, the years are short.
At the end of the day,
I'm probably gonna start crying.
Being able to balance it all moves Jill to tears.
As a mom and a teacher, I have the opportunity to send 4 boys of my own out into this world to make it better and be kind and be respectful. But I also get to do that every year with so many students.
You're so amazing. I'm so proud of you, seriously.
In Anawan, Ava Hedges, WQAD News 8.
Her family now offers a scholarship to Anawan High School students in memory of Zion. Well, Mercer County students and teachers will get a warm back-to-school welcome. Take a look. That's thanks to kids at this art camp at the YMCA in Aledo. You can see the creativity is flowing with kiddos hard at work making kindness posters. It's the first year they're holding the camp, which is made up of 6 to 15-year-olds. The director says these pieces will hang in the schools for the first week or so, and they'll display motivational sayings to promote kind behavior.
Some kids get scared, and we just want them to feel, excited, and just to make the kids feel comfortable coming back to school and feel like they belong.
She says the posters will hang in Apollo Elementary, New Boston, and maybe even the junior high and high school. The city of Rock Island is dropping an automatic sprinkler rule for 1 and 2 family homes. Since 2018, Rock Island has required every new home and some remodels to be built with sprinkler systems. The fire department says installing a sprinkler system costs about $1 per square foot. Some dispute that and say it's closer to $5. It's a big concern for home builders in Rock Island, especially when it comes to affordable housing. It's 8:20, still ahead. We introduce you to our pet of the week. The Quad City Animal Welfare Center is here to tell us all about Cody.
We have always bought our bedding here with L&W. Been very happy with the service, and above all, we've been pleased with the quality of the merchandise that we purchased.
I just turn it over every 3 months. It's still just as comfy
I've had my L&W mattress for 24 years.
We know they're made individually right here, and then if we needed service, we knew that L&W was available to take care of us if that would be necessary.
L&W Bedding, Moline and Bettendorf.
When you need electrical work, count on Crawford Company. The Autolite electricians at Crawford Company have been serving the area since 1967. We can help you with installation, repairs, wiring, lighting, and low-voltage electrical like Ethernet cables. Plus, if you have more than just electrical needs, Crawford can be your one-stop contractor. For heating, air conditioning, plumbing, drain cleaning, and electrical, count on Crawford Company.
We're going to very likely see some heavy rain take place in many of our hometowns.
We're going to continue to track this and fine-tune those threats.
Bracing for impact as storms roll through our area tonight.
Look at the rainfall, the intensity of that.
The storm system producing some very dangerous conditions.
We had 80-mile-per-hour winds.
The wind was so strong. There was debris flying around crazy.
Disaster proclamations are in effect for more than 20 Iowa counties.
Stream extended coverage. Download on your TV and watch for free.
It's time to introduce you to our pet of the week. Alicia Rohr with the Quad City Animal Welfare Center is here with who?
This is Cody. He's been with us for a little bit now, not super long, but he's an 8-year-old Papillon, very, very sweet. He is blind, and that's made it a little harder for him to find a home, but he gets around great, and he's super affectionate and smart, and I think he'd make a great companion for almost any home.
I forgot we can't get Morgan away from him, so that's why she's
I
joining me.
popped in here. You're like, the meteorologist is never a part of this, but
She's taking care of the tail and all of the other parts back there.
But he's adorable, so sweet.
Loves to get the rubs back there,
yes,
right in the back.
here.
What would be the best home for Cody?
I think, he doesn't do the best with stairs, so I think maybe a home that's like single level would be great. If not, just making sure you have a little baby gate or something, that way he's not falling. But as long as you've got something or safety measures in place, I think he'd be a great fit for just about any home. He loves people. He's done well around children. We would recommend a slow introduction with other animals. It could be a little different since he's, since he can't see. But taking it slow and easy, making sure he's safe and comfy, would be important for him.
Any sort of games or particulars that you would say, or?
He loves to sniff things out, so I think he'd do really well with some little puzzle games, things where he can move things around with his nose.
Right.
He's still very active. He loves to run around. He does great on walks. He just needs a little bit of guidance.
Any other unique or fun facts that you can kind of think of? Maybe one?
Oh, he's very much a socialite.
Oh my
so,
gosh, and
yeah.
just wants to sit on your lap.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
He's so
I
sweet.
think he could just be right here forever.
Morgan's like, can I bring him to work every day?
Yeah, maybe we need, this could be our emotional support dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're going to have to talk to your cats first at home and see how they feel about all of that. What is some advice for people wanting to rescue special needs dogs?
Oh, just, I always recommend doing your research, always making sure you have a full-service vet. If you don't already, we do always offer a list of all the local full-service vets in the area so that you can get established with somebody that, just to keep an eye on things. And he does really well. There's not really anything else of concern besides, the fact that he can't see. Otherwise, he's really healthy and he's a really, really good dog.
I know. I feel like I'm keeping Morgan. Just pick him all the way up and just.
I mean, he is just so sweet.
I know.
He really is.
And we also want to talk about Check the Chip Day event that's taking place later this week.
Yes. So Friday is Check the Chip Day. So we recommend, making sure if your animal's not microchipped, getting them microchipped. And then checking with a scanner. You can find one of these at your local vet's office. You can come into our clinic and use one. But you just scan them, and it'll pop up with their information right here. So it shows a little microchip number, and then you'll want to have your pet registered with your information, your phone number, address, making sure that's all up to date, and then changing it if it needs to be changed.
All right, sounds good information. Thank you so much for bringing in Cody.
Of course.
Incredible. And if you would like to adopt Cody, you can visit the Quad City Animal Welfare Center's Adoption Center. They are open from noon to 5 every day except Tuesdays and Sundays when they're closed. You can also visit their Facebook page or website.
All right, let's get you an update on traffic and weather together as we take a look right now at our bridge traffic. And definitely moving along just fine, but we still have quite a bit of humidity, quite a bit of cloud cover around the area, and that's going to continue to be the case for this afternoon. Temperatures are in the low 70s outside. Again, dew point temperatures just remain pretty high. We do see some chances for some more isolated showers and storms possible as we head through the day today, but the coverage, again, is going to be very spotty. We shouldn't see much more activity when it comes to anything widespread. But we finally are going to see some good changes to the forecast heading our way. We'll talk about that coming up in just a little bit.
Expertise doesn't come simply from classes and manuals and certifications. Expertise requires real-world experience. That's what Crawford Company has delivered to the Quad Cities for over 70 years. Whether you know us for heating and air conditioning, welded fabrication, plumbing, or electrical, our experts bring you peace of mind knowing you've chosen the best. Crawford Company.
Which would you rather sleep on? Do you have a foundation like that box of toothpicks we just cleaned up in our parking lot? Or does your mattress rest on box springs that give your body the support it needs for a good night's sleep? Call today or visit our stores in Moline and Bettendorf to help us build a custom box spring just for you. Call L&W Bedding for a better night's sleep.
The WQAD 8 Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time.
What is Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds' proposal?
Track how the weather will impact your day.
Weather Impact Alert is in place.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news, live from the scene.
There are a couple hundred people here.
Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. WQAD 8 Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Still ahead on Good Morning Quad Cities at 11, a cancer diagnosis turned her life upside down. Now, thanks to a special group of people, a New Jersey teacher is heading on the vacation of her dreams. Plus, overcoming challenges. An Arkansas teen with multiple rare disorders is achieving his dream to become an Eagle Scout. More about his heartwarming story on GMQC at 11.
And we are taking a look right now at radar. Still going to see quite a bit of cloud cover, although I'm seeing the cloud deck is not as thick as yesterday, so hopefully we can get a little bit of sunshine out there, but we're still going to be under the influence of this boundary. That's why those clouds are just still going to continue to hug in eastern Iowa. An isolated shower or storm chance still remains a possibility for this afternoon as well, but we will finally start to see some changes to the forecast here once we get to tonight and tomorrow. So you can see today, forecasted highs 83 degrees, but it's going to feel near 90 because of the humidity. But tomorrow, going to be a lot better for us. We'll have sunshine, lower humidity that continues through Thursday, and then, yeah, I'm sure all of our eyes went directly to Friday and Saturday because feels like temperatures go right back to the triple-digit mark. We could definitely have some heat headlines in store for us as we get into the end of the week and the upcoming weekend. I think heat and humidity is definitely going to be the biggest thing that we worry about for the weekend. I'm not really anticipating too much shower and storm activity, especially with the latest models kind of delaying it into early next week. But then you can also see we stair-step down temperatures and we go back to near normal. And the lineup beyond this weekend, we're excited for it here. It's going to be so nice.
Oh, I know. It's going to be so much smooth sailing then.
I know. Smooth sailing, hopefully less humidity, but regardless, so I don't mind the humidity as long as the temperatures are not 90.
Yeah.
I'll take
enjoy
it.
Outside, right?
Yeah, it feels a lot better when we're talking about 83 with humidity rather than 90, because then you feel like 100 and it's just miserable.
I know. This weather has been so unpredictable lately.
Yeah, it really has.
It makes your job harder, right?
It has, this boundary. I'm ready for it to get out of here. And finally tonight it is We'll bring back the sunshine tomorrow. We're really looking forward to that.
It'll be here soon. All right, we'll talk more about it at 11. Thank you so much for watching GMQC at 8 a.m. Remember, tell a family or friend about our WQAD 8 Plus streaming app so they can download it on their TV and watch for free.